Hello everyone, and welcome to another FAC weekly catch-up. It's been an incredibly sad week, but also a very uplifting week because of One Love Manchester. I was lucky enough to be there and feel the atmosphere, feel the togetherness, the love, and have lots of discussions with people, and also to share a song. So Ariana Grande and I know each other a little bit, and she asked me to get up and sing a song, and of course I said yes. I was honoured to be there with everyone and share a song. And I was just so I have incredible amounts of respect for Ariana, especially after One Love Manchester. I thought it was the most incredible event and just absolutely the right thing to do. She's so brave for putting it together and for getting up there. When I saw her come up on stage, I spoke to her mum and her brother, who I also know a little bit, and after having that conversation with them and understanding her state of mind a bit, and also just imagining myself getting up there and having all of that responsibility, what she must have had to go through to get up there that first time and be out there in front of everyone, with the whole world looking at her, you know, from not just the people in Manchester, but all the people who are watching live. And I just welled up. Everyone else in the room was like, "Whoa, you know, wow, there she is." But I was like, "Wow, how amazing for you to get up and sing and hold your voice and be strong." And yeah, so I just cried for that first song. Cried for her, cried for everything. And before that, I was feeling nervous. I was feeling worried about getting up on stage in front of all those people with those huge acts either side of me. But after seeing her, I just thought I have no excuse to be nervous at all whatsoever. All my nerves went to a different place. And I just, very, very thankful for her to give us all that experience and share a real togetherness and find a strength. I was very moved, as you can tell. So, seems strange to flip to it, but the other news that we have is that I am now a PRS board director, so thank you to anyone who voted for me. It made the difference, and I really look forward to being on the board there and working with the team, working with the other board directors to shaping the PRS's future in light of all the change and all the technology and the current state of the music industry, whether it's good or bad. So if anyone has any suggestions, then please send in to info@thefac.org, and I will have a look and then suggest some things. I've already got loads of things. People now hearing that I'm on the board, I've got tons of suggestions and thoughts, and praise and not praise for the PRS. So I'm very, very happy to see what I can do in my first board meeting. And the other thing I wanted to share is that we have another Horror Stories event coming up, which is going to be on, goodness me, I can't remember, sometime soon. Have a look in the newsletter. It's going to be at the House of Saint Barnabas, where we had the first one, and it's a great place. It's in the chapel, so it's very fitting. The House of Saint Barnabas itself is a brilliant organisation that help homeless people come off the streets and offer them jobs and skills to come through and get their feet back on the ground by way of working in the House of Saint Barnabas. So it's a members club, and they do really great work. So anyway, the FAC are now a member of that, which we're very proud to be. And so now we're going to be holding these quarterly events at the House of Saint Barnabas, and the next one's coming up soon. And what it is us lot, some of the board of the FAC. We get up after our board meeting, we go down to the chapel, and we're just going to share our stories, our not so fun stories at the time. And my one that I shared at the first one, the last one, ended up me crying. I seem like I'm crying all the time right now. Crying about talking about the story of being 19 and working for a very long time on my first album, and everything seemed to be going great. And then the final moment came when I had to play it to my label. And even though they'd heard it, week in, week out, up to that point, their reaction was devastating. Their reaction was, they didn't talk throughout the whole of the playback, which I thought was a good thing. I thought, oh, they must be really enjoying it. And then they got to the end, they looked over at Dave Stewart, and they just said, we'll be in touch with you. And they left. And there was no party, there was no jumping in the pool and having Thai food, which we had all laid out. And then we spent about 6 months in limbo, while we tried to untangle the mess that somehow got them thinking that I was going to be making the next Beverly Craven record, where I was so far away from that. I am so far away from that. It was very, very horrible period. So I ended up having a good cry, and I gave the intro, and then that kind of set the scene for the next person to come up. And I don't think anyone else cried, but I did. So that was quite nice, quite cathartic. So if you want to be a part of the next one, just sign up. I think Pro Tier members get first dibs, and if there's any left, then the other guys can buy tickets. I think £15. But there won't be many slots because there's only 70. And this time we've got who's going to come? Katie Mellior is going to be there. I'm going to be there. Guy Sigsworth is going to be there from Frou Frou. I've asked him to come. Who else? Howard Jones from our board is going to be there, and a few other people that I'm going to invite to. So please come down. It's going to be great, and look forward to seeing a few of you there. It's been a long one, but I felt like it needed a long one. Okay, bye for now. See you soon.